got Avry, come from the hood. Here talk sports like you know he would. Loves the Packers, hates the Pats. Hey, you might even see Bill the Cat. Yo, now welcome back. That's his catchphrase, Man in Black. His name is Avry, he's no Joe Blow. Here he comes, now enjoy the show.
Yo, folks, what is up? If you're wondering now, Avry, you're doing your show and it's sunning out in the middle of winter? Well, this episode of Avry Sports Webcast is being tape delayed, yes. The show is being broadcasted from the past. Woo! Current Avry is at the Team Canada Women's Soccer training session right now with a bunch of fortunate young kids in Edmonton. He's at Commonwealth Stadium. President Avry, have fun. So that's where he's at right now. But anyway, I'll talk about here on Avry Sports Webcast, tape delayed, talking Super Bowl and the Baltimore Ravens. The Baltimore Ravens, people. They are once again champions of the National Football League with a huge 34-31 victory. I was happy. I was cheering. I called Baltimore to get this job done. I thought it'd be a 28-14 game. I didn't think it'd be this close because San Fran, whoo-wee, did they make me sweat. The 49ers made an absolute sweat job of this game. They battled back, and of course, if you saw the game, you know that Baltimore was up in the third quarter, 28-6, and then all of a sudden, boom, boom, all of the lights went out in the Superdome. Well, sorry, half went out. Either way, you couldn't play. You were unable to play with that little light in the New Orleans Superdome, Mercedes-Benz Superdome, the Superdome period with all the different names in it. So of course, with the fact that there was a delay, players, they can't move around. So what happens? Well, muscles slow down. And guess what? Guys aren't active. The Baltimore Ravens, being an older team, had to move around. You know, if you're an older ball club, you got to move around more. And of course, it kills the momentum. It kills that momentum you have. And it did for Baltimore. They were stomping a hole into the San Francisco 49ers when that power outage hit the Superdome with so many lights knocked out. And I got to applaud Solomon Wilcots and Steve Tasker on the sidelines for basically ad-libbing for 30 minutes on the sidelines with the broadcast team at the desk with James Brown and those cats, because the broadcast booth with Jim Nance and Phil Simms, they lost power. They were knocked out for about 20 minutes or however long they were out. They came back later on, but the guys on the field had to tap dance for quite some time, making up stuff as to what they could say, trying to inquire as to how bad the power situation was, when power would return. So I mean, applaud them, because that's not easy whatsoever, trying to tap dance and fill time. Not easy at all in that kind of situation. So gotta give them plenty of props for handling that like true pros, in my mind. Of course, when the power returned, the 49ers turned things around. Colin Kaepernick and company got their groove going. Frank Gore, one of the best running backs in the National Football League, he had a great second half. He had a great second half right there. But of course, it came down to the final drive, the final play for the 49ers, basically, in a play which was a fade route. Kaepernick threw to Crabtree in the end zone. And was Crabtree held a little bit? Yes. But did Michael Crabtree hold himself going for the ball? Yes. And of course, if you know the 49ers head coach Jim Harbaugh, of course, historic game since it was brother against brother. John Harbaugh coaching Baltimore against Jim Harbaugh coaching San Fran, who was also the former NFL quarterback. On the final pass from Kaepernick to Crabtree, it could have been called equally pass interference for both offense and defense, with the penalties offsetting and one more play being granted to the 49ers as a redo that fourth down. But it didn't happen. No flags flew. If you ever seen Jim Harbaugh lose his ever-loving mind, the guy, if a call doesn't go his way, Jim Harbaugh will tear off his headset, scream and jump and carry on. I mean, you think Jim Harbaugh is going to pop a vein in his neck? And all what's happened there on a kind of questionable play that really could have gone either way in my mind, to be honest with you folks. Either way, it's a great game, and Ray Lewis goes out on top as the champion. And of course, many other views on Ray Lewis. Oh, he shouldn't have deserved this. Oh, he's a killer. Oh, deer antler spray. You know what? End of the day, yes, Ray Lewis has been in sticky situations. That is true. But you know what? We don't know the facts of everything, so I'm going to reserve my judgment on that. I'm going to say to Ray Lewis, you know what? Had a great career. You're going to go down as one of the best NFL players of all time. One of the best in my generation by far. So you know what, Ray? Enjoy retirement. Keep dancing, sir, because not many guys can say they retired after winning a championship. Not many can say that. What? It's Jerome Bettis. You got Ray Lewis. And the NBA, David Robinson did it with the Spurs in 03. He retired after their last title win in 03. So, congrats to those guys. And hey, they never came out of retirement. They never said, you know what? I'm going to go onto the hook, take off my shoes and my cleats, and put it back on. We're going to play 3 more years. Woo! They never did it. It hasn't happened for these guys. They are staying in retirement, as these guys should. Fantastic stuff for you, Lewis, and a great career. And of course, Ed Reed now. What happens to him? People say Ed Reed may retire now. And that seems to be so weird considering Ed Reed. I feel old. People are talking about a guy who was old, whose rookie year was 2002. To me, that's not that long ago to be calling a guy old. That's only 11 years ago. Not that long. So, I mean, or he may go to free agency. He may leave and go to, say, Denver. He may go and play New England. Other teams want Ed Reed since he now becomes a free agent. Can Baltimore re-sign him? They should re-sign him, but of course, it'll be tough to keep all that money, all those contracts in Reed, in Anquan Bolden. Of course, Joe Flacco. He is now going to start making some serious donata, considering that he has now led the Falcons to another Super Bowl title, and he had 11 touchdown passes and 0 interceptions this postseason. Absolutely insane. Great stuff for Joe Flacco. I think he now is one step closer. Heck, I think he now really does deserve to be put into that group of the top 6 or 7 quarterbacks in the National Football League. He's done it. He's won. He carried this team. It wasn't all in the defense in Baltimore. Did he have a great deal of... Did the defense deal with this greatly? Yes, of course, with the Baltimore Ravens. This franchise will always be known for great defense. But did the offense contribute immensely? Yes, they did. From Joe Flacco, from Ray Rice, from Anquan Bolden. This has been a team that's finally having an offense that's getting a face and become recognizable and is becoming a threat in the National Football League. Great to see for Baltimore and the city that deserves another title. Of course, you know, many of you know my thoughts. I wanted Green Bay and I wanted New England in the Super Bowl. Didn't happen, but you know what? Baltimore winning it? I can live with that. I watched the game with my Team 1260 colleagues, watched it with Mr. Jason Strudwick and Mark Mageau and Mr. Mageau's buddies, and others from the Team 1260 at the Brew House pub in downtown Edmonton. It was an absolute blast. I don't watch the Super Bowl with people around much. I usually watch the game alone because, well, no one's to really watch it with. Every now and again, watch it with my parent, my mom, or someone else. We usually watch it alone. It's good to get out and watch this big game with friends. It's fun. Absolute blast. You ever get a chance to watch a big sporting event with your pals, it's great for jokes. Those are my laughs you'll hear at a place like that watching a game. Oh man, just being in that pub when the lights went out and just seeing people all around us. Oh, what happened? Ah! People losing their minds. It was quite the scene to see. Great stuff. Absolutely too funny hanging out with Mark and Jason. Fantastic stuff. Anyway, we'll take our first commercial break and be right back on the pre-taped episode of Avry Sports Show, the webcast on livestream.com/Avry Sports.